Welcome to another edition of Fireside Financials. Although I guess we do have to call it Fireplace Financials again because I couldn't get the fireplace to actually light. But anyway, hopefully we'll be back to the real live Fireside Financials version soon. And today, and for the next couple of videos, we're actually going to do something a little bit different for these Fireside Financials. Rather than talking specifically about a money particular topic like health insurance, auto insurance, or how much money to have in your runway, I'm going to focus on a business related topic that is semi-related to money, but is more specific to just the challenges that new business owners go through, some ideas for them to keep in mind, and tactics and approaches that hopefully can be helpful. So if you're thinking of starting a business somewhere down the road, hopefully these tips will be an inspiration and help you as you're formulating what that path will look like for you. And if you already have started your business, hopefully you can integrate these into what you're already doing and find even more success. So what we're talking about today is why and how to point your compass in the direction of fear. So the way that I have interpreted this phrase is when things scare me and when I feel this feeling in my stomach, I'm just like, oh God, I don't want to do this. This is scary. That's actually a really good indicator of what I should be doing. Because the things that are easy, at least for me, oftentimes aren't the things that make the biggest impact. But the things that do make a big impact, putting myself out there in certain ways in social media that are new and therefore sometimes scary, or submitting a big proposal that I'm not sure that I'll get, right? Those things are scary. And so it's important that I don't run away from them, but lean into them. Especially when you're a service-based business or you kind of are the sole face of your business, kind of like I am. It's scary to put yourself out there because it can feel like success or failure, is on you, the individual human, because there's a lot of overlap that I know new business owners feel when they are the face of their business. When things go well, they're like, yay, I'm great. When things go poor, they're like, wow, I'm terrible and I suck. And this conflation of like our personal selves with who we are in business is totally normal, but something that's really, really important to be aware of, because that can stop us from doing what really is the most important work in our business. And so, looking at my notes, there is a good example of this in my business, which was back in, 2017, I think. I wrote an article called What Financial Coaching Is and How to Start Your Own Business. I wrote it for a financial planning blog that had, I think it was 20 or so thousand at the time, unique monthly subscribers. And when I was writing it, it turned into this like 14,000 word behemoth of an article. And then as I was writing it, I was like, who the fuck am I to be writing this? Right? Who am I with, at that point, I think it had like 2 or so years of experience as a financial coach. Who am I to say like how to start your own firm and what that looks like? And who am I to be telling my journey when, like, again, it's been a pretty short journey so far. But what I realized is that by leaning into that fear, that I also didn't have to pretend like I had all the answers, that I had it all figured out. It was simply how to start your own firm. And that was my experience of starting my own firm. So I found that by leaning into that fear, which was also helped or reduced by not trying to be something that I wasn't, right? Pretending that I had it all figured out, had the answers, had done everything perfect. It actually made it easier to write, and I think connected with more people than it would otherwise. And the cool thing from that is that was, again, something that I was really scared and worried about and questioning myself. And that's honestly the reason why that article is the reason why I now have a second business called Financial Coaches Network, where we help financial coaches build and run successful financial coaching businesses. It all started because of that article. From that article, people started reaching out via email and just wanting to pick my brain. Then enough people started reaching out that I was like, I can't do this just one-on-one. I want to start a group so people can connect with each other. Thus, the Financial Coaches Community Facebook group was formed, and now there are over 4,600 coaches in that group. And it led to someone reaching out and wanting to co-found Financial Coaches Network. So that was a long story, a little focused on myself, I apologize. But I share that because it oftentimes, again, is those things that are really scary that we want to shy away from. But if we lean into that discomfort, and also we lean into our own authenticity and showing up in a way that genuinely feels good for us, in my experience, that's how we actually are able to connect with more humans and potential customers and really enjoy the best part of being a business owner, which, at least for me, is being able to be myself and run the business in a way that I really love and that works for me. So I hope that this is helpful. Again, why you should point your compass in the direction of fear. And if you have any questions or thoughts or comments, I'd love for you to go ahead and put them in the comments below. Yeah, let me know if you like these business focused ones, or if you're like, hey dude, go back to the financial focused. That's all I really care about. It's always good feedback for me to have. Have a good one.